What up? I'm Matthew Msingati, the designer and developer. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. This is the second video of a crash course titled Conceptual Object-Oriented Programming in PHP. In the first video, I have promised you that you are going to witness a concept becoming concrete. That means we're going to take the concept and the theory that we already spoke about and do the practical side of it. In front of me, I've got my code editor, Visual Studio Code, open. If you want to download Visual Studio Code, you can just go to Google, search Visual Studio Code, and download the Windows version of it. Important to mention, I am running Xampp, a piece of software that enables me to run PHP. As you can see in my browser, I've got this local host here. This is here because of this Xampp. There is an alternative to Xampp, which is WAMP server. It does the same thing. If you want more information about it, you can Google Xampp or WAMP server. So let's get into it. As we have said before, that a class can be viewed as a house plan, and an object created from that class can be viewed as the actual house. So let's just declare a class. Okay, this is how you declare a class in PHP. You just write class items, and inside there is nothing. So this is an empty class. So this is what we have said. It resembles a house plan. Or let me just rather type here, this is a house plan. Okay, this is our house plan. This is the actual class. And then what we're gonna do, as we have said, that from a house plan comes a concrete house, the actual house itself. So now, out of this class, which we are saying it's a house plan, let's create a concrete house. In this case, it's going to be an object. And the process of creating an object from a class in object-oriented programming, it's called instantiation. So let's say our class is going to be item1. This is a variable equal to new items, meaning that here we are instantiating. That means we are creating an object from a class. So this piece of code creates a new object of this class. So after creating that object, we are assigning it to a variable called item1. That is it. So we can also write here that this is the actual house. Sorry about that. So if this is the plan, then this is the actual house. And then also from here we can, since from a plan you can build as many houses as you want, also let's just build another house. Let's say item 2, new items. So as you can see that from this house plan we can build as many houses as we wish. We can even go to house number 3 and house number 4. So something like this. Okay, now let's get into object-oriented terms. We've got a class which is items. Out of this class we can instantiate, we can create many objects of that class. This will mean that if we were having a code inside here, we don't have to rewrite that code. The only thing that we have to do, we just have to create an object of that class that has got all the codes of which in object-oriented programming we call these methods and properties. I will do a separate video to explain in details what are those. So all the information that is inside this class is available in this object, also in this one, and also in this one. So this is our house plan, and these are different houses. That is all for this video, because we have managed to take the concept that we spoke about on video number 1 and put it into practice. Now I'm gonna do another video where I deal with the class structure, meaning that we're gonna put some information or some content inside this class. But however, we don't just do that randomly. There is a certain structure, a certain way in which you create a class. That is it for this video. If you feel like this video has added value into your overall understanding of the object-oriented programming, please subscribe.